Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Miguel and today I'll show you the difference between custom slash commands on Claude Code and skills. Let's get down to it. So the best way that I have to show you this is through an example as usual. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Claude Code generate 10,000 fake entries of just random people so that I can just use that mock data for analysis. Afterwards, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a custom slash command out of that use case, and then I'm going to turn it into a Claude skill, all while I explain to you the difference between the three of them. Let's get down to this. Hey Claude, can you please generate 10,000 fake entries of just random fake people using the Faker library for me, please? Thank you. Now, Faker is a library that allows you to just generate mock data in case you ever need to do some data analysis tests, and it's super useful. Now, as you can see, Claude Code is telling me, okay, I'm going to generate 10,000 fake people and run it for you. So I'm just going to let him do his job. I'm going to explain to you what a custom slash command is while he is working in the background. So a custom slash command is pretty much just a mega prompt. The way that you interact with AI, and you've been interacting with AI ever since 2022, is you used to have prompt libraries that you would have to maintain. And honestly, just copying pasting prompts all day gets annoying, is not very ergonomical for people as well. So what Anthropic did is they created custom slash commands. You can think of them as a library of prompts that lives inside of your computer. So whenever you work with Claude Code, you have access to just this huge library of custom slash commands that allow you to just treat any use case that you want. Now, as you can see right now, he finished. He told me, okay, you just generated 10,000 fake entries. Let's say I'm going to be doing this often. So I don't want to have to tell Claude that I'm going to be doing this all the time. I'll just create a custom slash command for this. Hey, hey Claude, can you please create a custom slash command for this use case? Make sure it's a command and not a skill though. Thanks. There you go. So I'm going to be generating 10,000 entries 10, 20, 50 times a day. So it's going to get annoying for me to have to do that. So what I'm going to ask him is I'm going to generate a custom slash command. So what he's going to do is he's going to understand all of the things that he did before. And then he's just going to generate this mega prompt that will allow us to get to that exact same output each and every single time that we want to, which is great. Now, the way that these custom slash commands are stored inside of your computer is actually on this folder right here, which is the .claude folder. Now, inside that .claude folder, you will have just a library of prompts under the form of a markdown file. Now, you may ask yourself, what is Markdown? Markdown is simply a text file. So you have just a huge library of text files that contain all of the necessary information for any use case that you need. So as you can see, he told me, oh, I created a custom slash command at claude.commands. So here, as you can see, I have the generate fake people markdown, where he gives all of the instructions that he needs to follow. Now I can close this and I can just put this here. What's a bit annoying is that whenever you create a custom slash command, you actually have to restart your Claude instance so you're able to actually see that. So here, if I just restart it, I'm gonna do slash generate, and you will see that I have slash generate fake people. Now, if I run this, Claude Code will actually just do the exact same thing that he did before, which is great. Now, instead of asking him each and every single time what he needs to do, he knows as soon as I do slash generate fake people that he needs to generate fake information using the Faker library. So instead of having to talk for maybe 30 seconds or type for 5 minutes, he just does it. He just does it for me. There you go. So we get the exact same output with just a tenth of the work. Now, we want to push this even further, which means that we need to turn this custom slash command into a skill. The difference is very subtle, but it's actually key. So it's very important. Now, custom slash commands are markdown files inside of your computer. Skills are also markdown files inside of your computer that live inside of another folder, which is called the skills folder. On top of also being living inside of your computer, they can be associated with code. What do I mean by this is, as you see right now, the custom slash command is only a markdown file. So sometimes Claude can get confused and he can say, okay, I need to generate the script again to generate all of this data, for example. In the case of a skill, it doesn't do that. It also handles the code. It saves the code that is using each and every single time for that skill, and it makes sure that it always reuses the exact same code. Not only that, but the most important thing when it comes to skills is that you can share them within an organization. So you can send those skills to another person inside of your organization, and he can call them via API as well to make sure that you all do the exact same thing at scale, which is the best use case for skills. Being able to share them either with your friends or with people, with coworkers inside of your organization. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask him to take this custom slash command and change it. Then I'm also going to show you some other key differences between skills and custom slash commands on the whiteboard. Hey, Claude, can you now turn this custom slash command into a whole skill, please? Thank you. And yes, I always say thank you to Claude. There you go. Now, custom slash commands and skills are also a bit different. Skills can be invoked, meaning you can actually ask Claude to do a skill without having to explicitly say it like I did with the slash generate slash commands. Meaning that if I generate a skill that is called generate fake people, then I only need to say something vague like, hey, I'm going to need help generating some fake people information, and this can be done within a bigger use case. So it's actually going to use that skill for a bigger use case. Now, how does he do that? How does he always remember what skills he has access to? Let's go to the whiteboard. So here on my whiteboard, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I call the context window. Well, what's called the context window. The context window is simply the memory that your LLM has whenever you're having a conversation with them. Inside of this, context window, there's just a lot of text. Here on black, we have, for example, the system prompt. The system prompt is what is going to shape the way that your AI behaves. And then you can have maybe your queries. So your queries are going to be the prompts that you're going to be using, that you're going to be sending to your AI to make sure that he always follows your instructions. So this is your prompt. Now, custom slash commands, they are nowhere here. This is empty. What happens is whenever you do a custom slash command, I'm going to say something like CC, then this gets replaced with the huge prompt that you have inside of the markdown file. Now here you have just a lot of text that gets added from this custom slash command. Now skills are different. Skills, Claude Code always knows what skills he has access to. How does he do this? I'm gonna go back into Claude Code, and here, as you can see, he says, I just turned this custom slash command into a skill. Now, they live under the same type of, format, so meaning it's a markdown format file here, as you can see. But right here, this is what is called the skill description. And all of this information is always available to Claude Code. Let's go back to the drawing board. That means that if I generate a skill, it always lives inside of Claude's brain somewhere around here at the top. So here you can have a small list of skills where Claude Code always says, "Oh, the user told me to generate fake data." So if the user goes here at the bottom and says, "Hey, I want to generate some information regarding some customers. I want you to clean this data." What he's going to do is he's going to remember that up here he has that capacity, and he's going to bring that here. Now, why is this fantastic? Because it actually saves a lot of space inside of the context window. Instead of instead of actually having the entire file in the memory of Claude Code, we only have this small little entry, which is more than enough for Claude Code to understand what he needs to do if you ever need to use the skill. Now, The skill will always be callable. So I can always say just, hey, I need you to generate some fake data. I need you to clean some data. I need you to qualify some leads. I need you to just generate an ad, and he will do it. And this skill file, which is here, can be shared with others via API. So you make sure you always keep track of the quality, no matter who is using that skill. And here, as you can see, he told me how can I use it. Instead of just using the slash custom slash command, I can simply just spell it out, and that's fine. Now, those are the key differences between skills and custom slash commands. There's some benefits to one or and the other. So if I go back into the drawing board right here, here on the left you have skills, and here on the right you have custom commands. I'm going to call them CC. What's the difference between the two? Well, for skills, Claude always knows that they're inside of his brain. So he always knows that that it's inside of his brain. Custom slash command, he doesn't. You need to call them. They can be called with just vague phrasing, which can be good, but for sometimes you don't really want them to be invoked by accident. So in this case, these ones cannot be invoked by accident because you always need to type out slash the name of the command. And last but not least, they are shareable. These ones you can share the you can share the file, but they cannot be shared via API, which is a bit annoying. So those are the key differences between custom slash commands and skills. Now, Anthropic is currently migrating everything that's related to custom slash commands, and it's only going to be skills. They're a great company, but more often than not, they just have so many features that do the exact same thing, which can be a bit annoying. Custom slash commands were the first version of skills. Now only stick to skills because it's quote unquote the new mode that they are going to be working with. Now, this is everything you need to know between custom slash commands and skills. I'm going to be showing you as well some other features of Claude Code, namely agents, because agents cannot use custom slash commands, but they can use skills, which is also another key difference that makes skills amazing. Now, I'm going to bid you farewell, and I'm going to see you on the next video. See you.